Hey there, it is so good to be with you this morning. Miss Alyssa is going to preach, and I'm so grateful for that. But I get to bring you the message. She is going to talk about one of the most important stories in our Christian faith. It's about the story that we celebrate today. Today is Palm Sunday, and we celebrate Jesus' entry into this big city called Jerusalem. Jesus' triumphant entry. They've heard about this Jesus. They've heard that he's a king, and they're all lined up ready to receive him in this city, and they're waving their palm branches in the air, but Jesus arrives on a donkey. In case you didn't know this, kings don't arrive on donkeys. Kings don't ride donkeys. Donkeys they're not for kings. Kings ride in on white stallions. But Jesus rides in on a donkey, and that is strange. Have you ever thought about that? That is so strange. It's foolish. As I was thinking about this story this week, I thought about another story. As I was getting to know Olive this week. Have you met Olive yet? As I was getting to know Olive and I was reflecting on this story of Jesus on a donkey and how foolish it is, I thought of another story. I thought of a story that we celebrated about 3 months ago, where Jesus arrives as a baby. And in that story, Christmas, you might remember, at Christmas we celebrate that God, who is in Jesus, comes not as some big triumphant warrior, not as some bronzed king, but as a little baby. How foolish is that? And that should tell us something about Jesus, right? That God arrives as a baby and God comes into Jerusalem on a donkey. That this God doesn't seek to be strong and mighty, and this God seeks to be a servant, to come and humble God's self enough to ride a donkey in, to humble God's self enough to need to be fed and to cry and to sleep just like a baby. This is the God we know. And so listen in this morning as Miss Alyssa tells this story and introduces you a little bit more to this God. I'll see you soon.